Amici di Virgin Radio, abbiamo il grande onore di essere insieme a Chad Smith, batterista dei Red Hot Chili Peppers. Hello Chad, how's it going?
Hello Julia, I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm quite fine, thank
I want
you.
to say hello to all our Italian fans out there. Ciao.
How does it feel to be back in Italy?
Great.
How are the people reacting to the getaway, especially live?
It seems that they're enjoying it. Yeah, we're playing probably about 5 songs from our record, new record. And yeah, getting some good response.
Hey, is there a song that you really refuse to rehearse anymore? Like the one you say...
We don't really rehearse Give It Away. We played that one a lot. That one doesn't need a lot of rehearsal. Yeah, that would be the one.
Or a song that you refuse to play in a concert, like, hey, we're not doing this one anymore.
No, we don't have any that we don't play anymore. There's some that we've never played. We have a lot of songs, probably like 300 songs. So there's some that we've actually never performed live, but more the ones probably from Blood Sugar Sex Magic on. We do those songs and switch them, make different ones for different shows, and so we're not anti any songs. We like our music, actually.
And that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Could it ever exist music for Red Hot Chili Peppers without California?
Well, we're a California band. You know, that's where we're from. That's where we live. That's where we experienced a lot of our life, and we love California. And it's a beautiful state and has a lot of really wonderful things about it, and has a lot of shit about it too. And we're just products of our environment, and we write and sing about things that influence our lives, and of course California is a big part of that. Yeah.
And if you were forced to move from there,
yes,
where would you go?
I would move to Milan.
Joke.
No, I don't know. I live in New York too sometimes.
Is it good to be abroad in such a tense political days for United States?
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing what's going on in our political system at the moment. Especially Donald Trump. You know, he's a dangerous man for being a politician, to represent the conservative party. You know, in America, there's basically 2 parties. There's the Democratic Party, which are more liberal, which I and the band align themselves more with, and then there's the conservative party, the Republicans, and the nominee is Donald Trump, and he's by no means does he embody what a Republican is about. I mean, this thing came out on the news yesterday where he just, you know, talked about, you know, fucking women and grabbing their genitals, and like a predator, sexual assault. Like, I know it was in 2005 and he's you know, on television or whatever. There's no excuse for that sort of behavior for a person that is running for the president of the United States. There's a moral compass that's involved here, and he seems to have none. And what's the scariest about it is that people that support him don't care. He could probably in the next month come out and say he murdered somebody, and they'll still vote for him.
That's incredible.
Insane. It's insanity. It's disgusting, and it's a bummer.
Because if you ask people, it's like nobody likes him, but actually he is where he is now. So he has to have a lot of supporters, and that's so scary.
Well, I think that it's the people that are in America are white, uneducated,
ignorant,
and they're sick of, you know, Washington politics, and they think in their uneducated mind that any change is better than the continuing with the same sort of, you know, politicians we have. I'm not saying Hillary Clinton's the greatest thing yet, and they're 2 of the most disliked politicians that are running for president that we've ever had in our country. So what does that say, you know, about the choices that we're stuck with? But Donald Trump is...
But let's go back to
Sorry. Let's go back. Let's talk about music.
Let's go back to music.
Let's go back to positive things.
Positive things, good music, new bands. Which are the best three drummers in the world for you right now?
The best three drummers in the world is a guy named Chad Smith. And then there's another guy named Chadwick Gaylord Smith, who's really incredible. And then there's Chadwick Gaylord Smithington III. He's an up-and-comer. He's pretty
Got
good.
it.
Keep an eye on him.
You had so many side projects. Are you thinking about some other projects right now, or are you just focusing on the live tour with Red Chili Peppers?
No, right now it's just really about, playing our music and being on tour. And I do like to play with other people. We all do, but this is the focus right now. And when there's a break or time to do other things, I love to do it when it's possible. But for right now, it's Chili Peppers all day, all night.
How's your creating process right now in these years after so many years of career? Does it start from Anthony with lyrics? Does it start from a drum riff?
It never happens one way. More often than not in the past, it comes from the music comes first, and that can come from a drum beat or a guitar part or a bass line or a piano part that someone had, or also just from improvising in a room together like this. But on our new record, working with Brian Burton, he produced, and something that we've never really done before is write songs from scratch in the studio. And those songs, there's about 6 of them on the new record that were written that way. And those all started basically with a drum beat, and then a bass line, and then a melodic part like a guitar or a piano or a keyboard. And then we would give that music to Anthony, and he would write words and melodies to that. So that was really different for us. And it was really, I think, great for us to grow and change as a band and as writers, to be challenged in that way, to write music like that. And we had, I think, really great success. So, yeah, that was cool.
And now let's talk about sports, because we have...
I love sports.
Yeah, and we have a lot of fans at Virgin Radio that follows American sports.
Yeah?
So...
Which one?
Football.
American football?
Yeah, NFL, NBA, baseball, hockey.
Wow.
Now that the Rams are in Los Angeles, football is back to LA. And after your performance, it seems that the team is doing well.
The Rams are doing well. They're 3-1, yes.
And do you think they can resist till the last season? The postseason, sorry.
That's a good question. They have a tough schedule, but it's exciting to have a football team in Los Angeles. Again, it's been... The Rams have not been in... They originally started in Los Angeles, and they left in the late 70s. So for the Rams to come back to LA is very exciting. We had another team called the Raiders, and they were in LA for a while, but they left in the early 90s. So we haven't had any football for 26 years or something like that. So it's really exciting for the fans, and I think that the team is feeding off that new energy, and yeah, they're playing well right now. You never know. With American football, you play one game a week. It's not a super long season with lots of games. So, if you're good on that day, you can win. So we're cautiously optimistic. It's early. It's only 4 games into the season, but I think because we played the home opener and they won, that we're a good luck charm.
And talking about the Raiders, when they were in LA, they were unfortunately connected to street gangs. Do you think this can happen again?
Back in the late 80s, there was an LA band called NWA.
Exactly.
And they wore a lot of Raiders gear. But we wear Raiders stuff too. Anyone can support your whatever sport team that you like. It doesn't necessarily mean it's the team of, gangsters or whatever you want to call it. But the Raiders specifically have a really hardcore following. And but that's not unlike other teams in other sports too. It's not. But I think no, I just think you should support your team. If you love them, and that's great for whatever reason.
And talking about basket, how's...
Talking about basket?
Yeah,
Let's
NBA.
talk about basket.
Yeah, how's
All right.
without
Let's
Kobe
talk about
Bryant?
the basket.
How is work now without Kobe Bryant?
It's a whole new thing now that he's gone. Of course, yeah, with the Los Angeles Lakers, the basketball team. Don't they play basketball here?
Yeah, sure.
You're a huge fan. So who's your favorite player on the Bologna team?
No, we are from Olympia,
Oh,
Milano.
yeah. Oh, that's right. Never mind. These are the rivals.
It's exactly.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, never mind. I think that it's an exciting time for the Lakers because this is the first year they haven't had a big star on their team. Going back to Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal. These were all, big star players, and this is the first year that the Lakers don't have a big star. Now, hopefully, a new player will emerge, which would be great. But the team will need to find its identity, and so I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see.
If you could choose who to support between Dodgers baseball and Kings,
Who won last night?
I don't know.
They won.
They won.
They won their first playoff game.
And Kings hockey. Where would you go? Hockey or baseball?
Between hockey and baseball?
Yeah.
Dodgers. Yeah, not the Kings.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And final question:
Yeah.
What can we expect from tonight? Because when I was outside, they were giving me like bracelets and fluo things. There's gonna be a choreography, so be ready for tonight. Do you know
What do you
anything
mean
about?
choreography? What do you mean?
I don't know. They were giving like things to the guys
In the crowd?
In the crowd, yeah.
So they're going to do some kind of
Yeah.
flash mob thing?
Yeah. What are you
To one of our-
planning? Is that
one
a
of our-
secret you don't want to tell?
We're not planning it.
Really?
No.
Okay.
We don't do any choreography. We just kind of free flow. Yeah. Maybe they got something planned for one of our songs. Oh man, the Italians, you guys are wacky. I mean, they stay outside of the hotel all night long and they sing songs. I mean, they're so passionate. It's really fun to play for crowds like this. So we love it. But no, we're just gonna go out and do our thing, and rock the fuck out and have fun. Yeah, like we do every night.
And we can wait for it. Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure. Thank you, Julia.